Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. Today we'll be reviewing the Kismet.
Kismet, which means fate or destiny or fate of destiny.
Wait, that's a gun.
I would like to ask.
She does gun videos, Fate of Destiny. I think I saw. Oh, I like the one where she tased herself. That was a good one.
What about the one she's at Hickok 45's Ranch with 44?
I didn't like that one. I'm not big into those things. Anyways, this is a Dominican Republic Puros with a Dominican Corojo wrapper from 2006.
That, I believe, is a Churchill.
This is a Churchill. That is a Gordo. We got a flight sampler of these for $10. Figured might as well check them out. They're usually about $80 a box. Surprisingly, they go for a price tag of $7 a stick, which is double the price if you were to buy 20 sticks instead of a box.
So that'd be $140 a box.
Yeah, if you decide to buy them by single sticks. Otherwise, it's like $70 to $80 to buy a box. So I'd pay the half price on that. It's blended by Augustus Reyes. This is actually the first cigar I've ever had blended by him. I've seen Reyes cigars for a while. Thought about giving him a try. Finally get to give him a try. Augustus Reyes blends this for a company called Royal Gold Cigars. Royal Gold Cigars has 3 other blends that are made for them, including the Casino Gold, the Gold Strike, and the Drew Estate Nirvana, which we did a review on that before. And I had a feeling the Nirvana and Kismet were related, but I didn't know how. I actually found out how. That's pretty cool, I think. Augustus Reyes has this blended at the Corporation Cigar Export Corporacion. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to try to pronounce the Spanish. But otherwise, it uses 6 different Dominican tobaccos that all come from Reyes' farms. So we're going to go ahead and give this one a try.
Yes, that would be fine.
So, scent test time.
Yes, it smells like chocolate.
You've smelled it already?
Yes, while you were gabbing on, I was smelling my tip, thinking it was chocolate.
It does have a slight chocolatey smell.
It smells like
some hay and earth, too.
Earth, yes, maybe.
Very chocolatey out the foot, though.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Remove this foot band, which just says Royal Gold on the bottom.
I do want to make a statement again. And I'm going to start doing this in every cigar because it's my line is cigars are hit and miss, and anytime you smell a cigar might smell chocolatey, but you might get one that's dung flavored or tasting, so
yeah.
Always do that.
The only reason I really bother with sniff is because if you really like the odor of a cigar, you might want to end up having that particular odor in one humidor, and so that way the scents kind of stay together and don't blend into each other. But to me, it don't matter so much. Anyway, it's going to go ahead and fire this up. A shout out to Joel Weimer out there. He returned fire on a cigar bomb I sent him, and I got some really neat cigars in it. The one I'm most looking forward to, because I've never heard of it, is the Diesel Delirium. So, that I look forward to. I also got a Room 101 I've never reviewed before, and a CAO Extreme that's been on my short list to try. So, thanks to Joel, I got 3 more reviews for you.
Let's just say I like my, I don't have a short list. I have a long list. Put everything on hold.
The short list is what you most want right now.
Which is nothing.
And the CAO Extreme has been on there for quite a while.
Not for me.
I'm talking mine.
Talking about my list.
You have a short list. It's just what do you most want to try right now. And I know you were talking about...
This has a dry hit of floral, by the way.
Oh, shoot, I can't do my dry hit now. That's the thing, because we do these on one take. Sometimes we forget something.
I didn't. I just kept it quiet. Just to be in my own party mood for that one. So I had to figure you already would have said something anyways on it.
First taste kind of reminds me a little of grape leaves, stuffed grape leaves. which I keep wanting to make for her, but I can't find a place to get good grape leaves. So, a little bit of pepper. So often's the case with a lot of cigars, just as they start out.
First taste, pepper. Could be a tobacco pepper or a Ligero pepper. Don't know, but it's still good as good can be, you know.
And we still got a Toro and Torpedo of these. Well, I do. And I had the smaller size, which was like a small Robusto, but it was only like a 44 or 46 ring gauge. So Rita originally wanted the Churchill, but I knew she'd like the 6x60 more.
So far I'm getting pepper just off the wrapper and some cedar notes.
Good deal on these right now. I don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching it as of June of 2016, Cigar International right now has a good deal on these. You could get a whole box of 20 for $30.
Didn't I see it?
That is half
too.
That is, yes, but this is half off at CI, the price of Cigar.com or anywhere else. Heck, even a Seabed, they're going for about $30. So you want to just buy them for the price that you're getting them on Seabed for right now? You just go and buy them from CI. I'm half tempted myself, but I got other things I want.
Just so you know, these I don't think are in this catalog. From the back, it didn't say anything of the sort, so...
I didn't see any Kismets in there.
That's what I was looking for. It doesn't seem it, so I'm not going to look.
But yeah, I got a flight sampler for $10 at Famous Smoke. So, and I was curious to try these because I'd seen them really expensive in Thompson before. And I was like, those aren't bad. And it was like $250 a box for these at Thompson. That was like 2 years ago. The prices dropped, and now almost everybody carries them. But I wanted to try them, and then not too long ago, I saw one at this place we have nearby called the Liquor Barn. Surprisingly, they undersell usually the price of their tobacco. Well, I saw a Kismet for $7. It was kind of a Gordo, but it was shorter than that. It was like a 50 or a 5-inch. And I was like, maybe I should buy that. But it's been there for like 3 months now. And they do buy from Thompson because they have some Nub Sumatras in there. Only place I know to get the Nub Sumatra. But they only have one, and it's been there since way before winter, and it looks dry as heck. But you don't go to Liquor Barn for cigars. But I saw the Kismet there, and I was like, I wonder if I should get that, because I've really been wanting to try them. But then I saw this for $10. I was like, now's the time to do it. I get 5 cigars. Rita can have one. They're all different sizes, but heck, it'll be worth a try. Nice smoke output. Good steady burn so far. Looks like hers is too.
Yes, I had to do a light fix so it wouldn't do wonkiness. I've learned with a 3-burner lighter how to even this up without scorching the entire wrapper. It just takes time and effort, but once it's done pretty good. So
there's some flavor I can't identify exactly. I want to say it's something like caraway, but it's not quite caraway. It's not that strong. It's more like cardamom, maybe?
I'm picking up light hints of carrots.
The thing is, I'm not so up on the various different spices, some of the spices. I cook a lot, and I know my spices, but I normally don't eat my spices plain. So I know what spices go good in this and what spices go good in that, but as a naked flavor, I'm not so good at it. And I kind of think this has a cardamom flavor, but it might be more of an Ajwan seed. And I don't even know what that translates to. It's just an Indian spice I buy, and I'm not sure what it is.
I do want to say for some of you out there that what comes through my mouth and palate is what I'm getting. So for you all, I'm not just coming up with this crap off the top of my tongue and making things up. So, you know, I do want to say with this cigar, I am picking up some creamy butteriness.
The main thing I'm getting is that spice. I am going to try to identify that spice because I'm sure I got it in my cupboard.
Well, you do that. So
I might do that as we
stand
head
to-
towards the halfway point. This is going to be weird. I wonder if the Churchill will hit the halfway point before the Gordo, or will the Gordo hit the halfway point before the Churchill, or will they meet at the same time? I already know that this is a long smoke, so see you shortly.
Welcome back, everyone, to the halfway of the Kismet. I'm smoking the Gordo, and he's smoking the Churchill. So, what do you got to say, Aaron?
Well, I'm going to say it has a very herbal flavor to it. It is definitely some herb spice that I would use in my cooking, but I can't lay a finger on it. Very nice flavors. I did have a problem with it tunneling, and I did with the one I had yesterday. But it's probably because I have not dry boxed these at all. And it
seems every cigar you buy needs a dry box for a week.
Well, especially from Famous, it seems that they come out very oily, and that oil is what leads to the problem with the tunneling. I was trying to figure it out. The more oils you have on your wrapper, the more likely your wrapper needs a higher temperature to burn, and it burns at a lower temperature at the outer wrapper. Although the Ligero takes a higher temperature to burn, or usually the core, if the core is dry and the outer part is too moist or too oily, you'll get your tunnels. And so I have a feeling that this just needed some dry boxing, so it's my error. Big whoop-de-doo. I'm enjoying the heck out of this cigar. Very pleasant, very pleasing. I love this herbal flavor I'm getting. It's the primary flavor. I'm not picking up a heck of a whole lot more, maybe a slight nutty flavor, but the primary in this is herbs to me. Rita?
Well, since I'm smoking a Gordo, and as I've said, and every cigar is hit and miss, flavor palette's different. I'm picking up cedar.
And I'll tell you, when I had the Robusto, the small, almost Corona, because it was under a 50 ring gauge, it was like 46, I didn't have this herbal flavor in it. So I've only gotten the herbal on the Churchill. I still got 2 more to try. So that again shows that sometimes different Vitolas will have different flavors.
I have a suggestion then. Aaron should do solos on the other 2 to see how well it changes flavors.
I'll probably actually just comment on this video to that effect of how those are. It'd be easier for me to do, and that way we don't have to overload the reviews. I don't like to sit in front of the camera every cigar I have. Sometimes I like to just sit back and relax and enjoy a cigar without having to do this. But, you know, we do this with all our new cigars that we've never smoked because we like to bring you our thoughts. If we didn't like bringing you our thoughts, we wouldn't do this at all. So, it's pleasing for me to do that, but sometimes I just need to relax and enjoy one. So I can take some written notes, and I can end up leaving a written comment under this. That way I can enjoy my final 2 without having to load up the camera and fuse together videos and upload, which is like a 2 to 3 hour process every time we do this. And not only that, you know, I don't have to talk. I'm not a big talker, honestly. To tell you the truth, I'm a bit of an introvert that doesn't usually like talking, and here I do videos anyway, so.
This cigar, in my opinion, right now, and the halfway point is, to me, is a full flavored cedar bomb. I mean, it's not complex at all, but, you know, it's still a good cigar.
And the glue on this is very soft, very easy to peel off. You're not going to have a wrapper stick into, or a band stick into your wrapper and tearing it with these. That's one thing I like, too. So, anyways, I think we'll get to the final third of this, and we'll get back to you. Oh, and by the way, we seem to be running pretty even. She just reached her halfway point or so. I just reached my halfway point or so. I mean, I'm about the same length as her right
However,
now.
just
She'll take longer to the final third, though.
I do want to make a statement on this Kismet that I enjoy reviewing with you, and thank you, is that just remember that, that his is a smaller ring gauge, mine's fatter, so
that's why mine's going to burn faster for this final third. We're at the same length now, but mine started at 7 inches, yours started at 6. So
however,
I smoked an extra
However, while we're talking a minute, and we know our great friend Johnny Sticks watches us. Hey Johnny, I'm doing a shout out to him.
Yep.
I do want to make a statement to Johnny Sticks tonight from my own opinion. A while ago, you made a statement to Aaron, I believe it was via email, and we love all the comments you give, by the way. Same with you, Nick Crawley. Hey, C2 member. He did say we're not a couple, and you saw that.
Yeah, we are.
So here's the deal. Johnny Sticks made a comment, I believe it was email. It might have been a statement in one of our videos. He's been a great supporter of our videos. We highly enjoy his opinions. He was saying that the 6x60s or larger Vitolas are going out. Seems the larger Vitolas, in my opinion, from my own eyesight, is not going out. They're getting popular too.
I'm seeing still quite a few 6x60s come out on the market. It doesn't seem to be dying down too much. But yeah, I'm seeing more of a sway or trend towards Toro and Churchill length. But
when I first started cigars, the only cigar length I wanted was a Churchill. Anything smaller, I didn't know about Toros or Robustos.
Or Goros or Torpedoes.
Yeah. And then when I got into trying out other ones, Torpedoes, I thought they were cool and my favorites. Then eventually one day I got a giant size that said 6x60, and it's been my favorite since. However, I will tell you all that in this video before we sign off for the second half. The larger ring gauge, anything larger than 70, in my opinion, just explode or fall apart. I mean, they're useless.
Except for the log.
The log or the Oliva 66.
Well, even the Asylum that we had, the barber pole, that was good. So we've had some, and same with the Asylum 13. We just didn't like the Asylum 13 much. The Asylum 13 itself was good. We've had one of those before in a 60. But the 70 just was a bit too much, and it's not that it burnt funny, it was just too much nicotine.
Wow.
Very strong in the body, and the original wasn't, in the smaller size.
So stay tuned for part 3 coming up. Just hop, skip, and a jump for you. Welcome back to the final third of this Kismet. I'm smoking a Gordo, and Aaron is smoking a Churchill. We'll show you right now size comparison. We're close, but mine's fatter in the ring gauge.
Yep. So, doing pretty good. Very flavorful cigar. A lot of herbal flavor still going on in this. A little bit of spices kicked in there, not too much, but probably means there's a bit of Ligero here in the end. Very decent smoke. In fact, I was thinking just a little bit ago with the deal that CI's got on them right now that I mentioned earlier for June, while they're on sale. I was thinking about a box of these for $30. It's really not that bad of a deal, and they got a lot of decent flavor in them. So it's a boxable cigar, and by that I mean a cigar that you can buy by the box, and you won't be too disappointed.
Just curious. For some of you out there wondering, Aaron, is this a box of 20 or 25?
20.
One of these days, probably my birthday in August, for some of you reviewers out there, I'm going to splurge maybe and buy a box of, I'm going to spend some money, I think, but I'm going to spend $242, get a box of Churchill Romeo and Juliet Anniversarios, which is a Habano wrapper, and it's my all-time favorite. Now, it's dropped off the list to about 5 because
you got
Isabella's number 1.
And the Isabella Sparkle that you liked.
And the Firecracker. Those are number 3. So,
and there's been a few others that you've had recently that you've decided to put up there. I know the Dragon's Milk went into your top 20 from Asylum.
Yes. I do want to say the Dragon's Milk's good. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I do want to say right now, at the end of the cigar, The wrapper is starting to crack, which is probably normal for this cigar since Aaron had some wonkiness on his Robusto. For me, I want to say the cedar notes are there, but it's getting stronger, so I'm assuming the 50% part for the cigar was, when I was at the halfway point, was more likely the cedar was a light hint of Ligero, but the Ligero is picking up in the final third.
And
so
this is an interesting cigar in the fact that on the Churchill at least, it's kind of got a fairly full-bodied flavor, whereas the flavors themselves are kind of mild to mellow. So it's kind of a strong cigar, even though the flavor profile itself is mild.
I do want to state the 6x60 Gordo. When you start out, it is a mild bodied and mild strength cigar, but right now this is, for a Gordo, for the final third, this is a full bodied, full strength cigar, in my opinion.
As for nicotine, it's not exactly nicotine rich either, so it's kind of very mild in strength, full in body, and medium in flavor. Usually you don't find that.
For nicotine, I compare nicotine to Dunhill's Nightcap, and the Nightcap's got more nicotine than the cigar that I'm smoking. However, because it's the final third, I will tell you, I am getting a nicotine buzz for this size
and it's
cigar.
really smoky, so you need good ventilation if you got a couple of these going on.
Exactly.
Very strong smoke in the air. It kind of stings the eyes just a bit. I don't usually have too many cigars that are eye stingers.
Exactly. So, in my opinion, do I recommend this? Yes. If you want to try it at Famous, buy yourself the $10 flight sampler. You won't be disappointed.
And they've had it for a while, so I don't see it exactly going away.
I told Aaron next month, if I am not planning surgery, I will pick up the $10, what is it, 6 or 8?
For what?
The Kismet, the flight
5.
5. I will pick up the 5 cigars. That works out to be about $2 a stick with you're already including shipping for other
right
things.
Next to you, underneath the table.
Oh, okay. Here it is. It is a assortment.
It's a nice little box that you get too.
You get the Chance 5.5 by 46. That's what Aaron smoked.
Yep.
I'm smoking the Fate 6x60. Aaron's smoking the Destiny, which is 7.25 by 54. That leaves Aaron having the Fortune 6.25 by 54, and the Luck, which is 6 by 50, as you can see.
And by the way, Kismet means fate or destiny. So it's interesting that one of us is smoking the Fate, and one of us is smoking the Destiny right now.
So,
I guess that was fate. Cigar humor. Anyways, great little cigar. Good pickup for $10 for 5 of them. Can't complain about that. That fits just about anybody's budget, I think, for a 5-pack.
I do want to say, and I want your opinion on it, since we're going to be signing off shortly, is I was talking to Aaron about a cigar video to do while smoking a cigar, maybe an RYJ or something, but it happened to talk about the major players in the cigar industry, like Famous and Cigar International.
You want to talk about what the better
store is on the market,
store.
And but we haven't tried
or
Fence.
catalog store.
Yeah, we haven't tried Fence.
We'll do that for another video.
Or Pipes and Cigars. I tried them back then when they were in New York.
I want to say one thing. You may have noticed that I fixed twice in this video, and I usually don't have to fix my cigars at all. This just has a problem, and I've been keeping a very close eye on it, and it's my fault for not dry boxing these proper and letting them set just a little bit. And so as I'm watching it, I'm noticing that some of the leaf isn't burning on the outer part, and so I just toasted a bit to get it burning again.
I had 5 fixes, mostly mini canoes, and a couple and about 3 hangnails. But I want to say that since Aaron decided to plan our cigar reviews out for the next few days, we do one every day pretty much, that Aaron didn't tell you, but we're dry boxing some of the other cigars we got that's in our...
Yeah, I'm trying to dry
order.
box beforehand. We got a couple dry boxing right now waiting for reviews. So I figured I'd line us up with them and get it set up to go. And we got quite a few boxes good for dry boxing. So
just to let you know, for some of you out there, June 16th, we will not be doing any cigar review, so don't look for one. We will be out of town.
we were thinking about going and doing one in Portland while we're there at Kells. It doesn't matter where at all. We're going to meet up with some people there, and
My cousin.
a C2 member that I know, and we're going to sit back and we're going to have a cigar, and I thought we might do a review there. But your cousin is a little camera shy and doesn't really want to go on camera, and it'd be kind of cool to have somebody else on camera and be like, "Hey, we're here."
You can always
and we have
ask
a
your
guest.
friend.
Yeah, but you know what? There's also the point of the luggage and carrying it and all that. So I'd rather not carry too much luggage. I'm already going to be carrying our food supplies.
Since he already said what we're going, I just want to say I got a little list of stuff to discuss with him when we wake up, because we will be napping on the train, and we will probably discuss some stuff going to Spokane, because we have a 2 hours there, hour 55, so we're hoping to get in.
And I mention it because if any of our viewers are in the Portland area at the same time we are and want to swing by, I think it's a cool idea. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out to Amy. Hope you're still watching our channel. Hope you're well. It's kind of nice to have a sister of the leaf watching the channel, so, you know.
And Amy did send an email a while ago. I just want to say something to Amy. Amy, I'm not going to go into details. I don't want Aaron just sitting there gabbing. But you said in the email that you sent us to livingsimplyandfun@gmail.com, because I get the emails and then he replies to them, because we share a computer, which soon we're buying a new computer for Living Simply Fun, as our current one is 7 years old. And when this goes, I'm going to have to get the motherboard replaced. So, the main thing I was going to say is, you talked about fly fishing, and yes, I have connections probably to about 30 fly shops throughout the nation, and I have plenty of places that do layaway, so I got a reel set up for Mr. Aaron, and the reel line and backing is going to be about 170, so I thought I'd share that with you. So once we get that, however, I'm trying to get just for all of you out there, between a 4 and a 6 weight for Aaron, that's a full outfit, so he can learn that way, because an 8 weight's not good to learn, because, Amy, as you know, it's for steelhead salmon. And unless you're going to Alaska, you're going to need a 10 weight.
Explain that in an email, though.
So
anyways, going to go ahead and give a thumbs up on this Kismet. So go ahead and give it a try.
I just say this right now is a Cedar/Lajero bomb. That's all I'm picking up.
Although the flavors are very uniform and not too many of them able to be detected, they are unique, at least in the Churchill. So that's one thing I like, is something that stands aside from other cigars. And so I say this is a winner.
And I do want to say to you all, if this consultation goes good in Portland and I have surgery, Mr. Aaron is not going to be neglecting you all here on our channel, our subscribers. He will be doing reviews while he's up here and I'm recovering. He will drop me off, he will go home, then he will come and pick me up, and we will go home together.
So you're going to be kept in the loop and everything too. So anyway,
like
that
that.
said, please add and subscribe, leave questions, comments, feedback, and suggestions. And if you smoke this and you agree or disagree, hey, leave your comments on that too. Just keep it nice is all we ask, and enjoy every puff.
I'm so blind.